In example 3, we have an AP Calculus BC question number 38, totally applicable to what we're doing now, though, in AB here. So let's read through this. We're going to figure out the important information and then perhaps a solution pathway. During a certain epidemic, the number of people that are infected at any time increases at a rate proportional to the number of people that are infected at that time. So to me, that tells me that dy dt is equal to k times y, where y is going to be the amount of people that are infected. We also know then that the solution to this differential equation is y is equal to a times e to the kt power. The next part is going to give us probably some information that'll help us, and then also what the question is asking us to do. So here it says next, if 1,000 people are infected when the epidemic is first discovered, and 1,200 are infected 7 days later, how many people are infected 12 days after the epidemic is first discovered? So our question is asking us how many people are infected 12 days, or when t is 12, after the epidemic is first discovered. Let's see if we can use our given information to help us with this one. 1,000 right here is the initial amount. So we can write y is equal to 1,000 times e to the kt power. Next, we're given the information that 1,200 people are infected 7 days later. So that tells us that 1,200 has to be equal to 1,000 times e to the k times 7 power. What we want to do here is solve this one for k, and then we'll be able to actually figure out how many people are infected after 12 days. So to solve this for k, we'll divide first by 1,000. So that'll be 1.2 on the left-hand side is equal to e to the 7k power. The natural log of 1.2, changing this into a logarithm, is equal to 7k. We'll divide each side by 7, and we find k to be the natural log of 1.2 over 7. We're going to use that information to help us to figure out the answer to this problem. So I've got y is equal to 1,000 times e to the natural log of 1.2 over 7 power times t. And then all we need to do is take the t out and represent this with a 12, or substitute in a 12. That's the number of days right here. All we're going to do is type this in our calculator. So I'm going to type in 1,000 times e raised to the natural log of 1.2. Make sure to close the parentheses around the 1.2 here. Divide that by 7, and then multiply by 12. And we wind up with about 1367. So we can write about 1367, which is choice C.